everyone, this video is brought to you by those lovely folks over at Aussie Gamers Express, and I am Lucas, and today I'm checking out Chromagun, a small indie puzzle game brought to us by Pixel Maniacs. What we have here is a single-player first-person shooter puzzle game. What a mouthful. This little baby is available on Steam right now if it takes your fancy after what you hear me say about it. But moving on, Chromagun clearly takes its inspiration from the massive hit series Portal, but it makes the game its own. If you've even played the game Cube, you might also find that that's a very similar game to this one too. Now, the similarities are with the type of puzzles that you're going to run into, but it's far from a complete copy or clone. Chromagun presents puzzles based on colour mixing, so basically if you passed kindergarten then you're likely to already be geared up to play this game. Now, remember the three primary colours being red, blue and yellow, and how mixing them together can pretty much make any colour if you know what goes with which. Red and blue make purple, blue and yellow makes green, and red and yellow make orange, so on and so forth. I think that's right anyway. That's the core mechanic at play here. So the game is set up with the situation where you, some loser without a dime to your name, takes on the role of a tester for the company called Chromatech. This, of course, is the company that brings you the Chromagun, patent pending. The only thing wrong is that the Chromagun needs to be tested, and that is where you come in. Next, you are sent into a plethora of test chambers, very much like the Portal setup, where you will be faced with puzzles where you need to move coloured droids out of the way to proceed, or you may need to manoeuvre them into specific places to open doors. Now, the puzzles start off pretty easy, which is nice, but somehow the developers have managed to make one of the smoothest transitions in difficulty that I have ever experienced in a game. Often puzzle games like this will be stupidly easy for a while and then smack you in the face with a wet fish when it comes to the spikes of difficulty, and it gets too hard too quickly. That kind of thing generally turns me off playing further in a game. Chromagun, however, smoothly teaches you the basics and introduces slightly more challenging puzzles as you progress. Now, the puzzles in Chromagun have been designed with the player in mind. Each time I finished a level, I was left feeling satisfied and like I managed to work it out, and I felt good about that. I never felt babied or handed the solutions on a platter with obviously placed items or anything like that, but I also didn't feel like I was being cheated or presented with crazy hard puzzles. You know, there on the occasion I was stumped and I simply restarted the level and looked from another angle, which usually after a few tries the cog started turning and success was just around the corner for me. The controls are quite simple and work very well for the game. WA, S and D on the keyboard does the usual movement, while the mouse controls do the aiming and the firing and the changing of colour for the Chromagun. Now, you can use a controller if you like to. I did try that out, but I think with a game like this I preferred the precision of a keyboard and mouse. The game runs smoothly at 60 frames a second with nice 1080p graphics, and will do on most computers due to its clean but simple texture designs. Like Portal, Chromagun is presented within a sterile environment within an unknown facility filled with mystery. There's tongue-in-cheek there that's delivered through a disembodied voice that is welcomed but never overused, which is good, and it takes away from the notion that it's trying to be GLaDOS or Wheatley or something like that from Portal. It's very much its own game.
To complete this next chamber, please step onto the deadly electrified maintenance tile. In light of recent events, we really feel the need to reiterate and emphasize the deadly electrified maintenance tiles on the floor below you. Those are called deadly electrified maintenance tiles for a reason. Deadly, deadly. Get it in your head.
There's just enough personality in the game that it keeps it from being just a boring puzzle game. But in saying that, the puzzle elements to the game would be enough to hook me. I originally intended to play this game for about 20 minutes, but I found myself playing for well over 90 minutes before I realised the time. Chromagun is a well-presented variation on the test chamber style of game, and it holds its own with puzzles that are truly unique. I give this one 8 out of 10 for sheer addictability and the joy of the game's gameplay. Now that's all I've got to say about this one for now, but head across to Steam if you think this game looks inviting, because if you were a fan of Portal or Cube or anything like that and you want something to extend that kind of an experience, Chromagun's there for you. I would recommend this one, so check it out. Thank you everyone for checking out my video review on Chromagun. There's plenty more on Aussie Gamers Express's YouTube channel, even our Facebook page, and there's even a weekly podcast too. So until next time, see you later.